Hi everyone, I'm streaming another Gate Crash draft. Today, it looks like we're in a 4-3-2-2, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Call of the Nightwing in this pack. The Godless Shrine would have been nice, but I'm not really in this for the money, and that was the best card I think that was in the pack. In this pack, I really like the Gift, and I like Denizen, or the Sage Road Denizen. I think Gift is the way that I'm going to go here, because it is a very strong uncommon. It's, I think, the best card in the pack right now, so we'll go ahead and take the Gift here. This pack is pretty interesting. We've got I think a strong Simic creature, a couple of other strong guys that could go in Simic or into Gruul. The Aristocrat, which is obviously a very good Orzhov guy to have. The way it is now, I'm not married to anything, so I'm just going to take the best card in the pack. And at this point, I think the Cloudfin Raptor is the best card in the pack. If I go blue-black, it'll allow me to have something to Cypher Call the Nightwing onto, and I can go Simic, I can go Dimir, so we'll go ahead and take the Raptor here. In pack 4, we have a good piece of removal, a heck of a bounce guy, the Snapjaw, and Realm Right. I don't see me playing Realm Right ever. The removal is okay in the early game when you're trying to stave off Boros or Gruul. The Horror is fairly interesting. The Mantle's pretty good too. I mean, I think Mantle's probably the best card in the pack. Just the protection from creatures thing is very relevant. I think we'll go ahead and take Mantle here. But I'll probably end up missing the bounce discard guy. Got a Cryptghast. He's pretty strong in Orzhov, and that kind of makes me think that maybe Orzhov's not. I mean, he's an extort guy. He makes your swamps tap for more. Kind of makes me think that maybe Orzhov's getting overlooked right now. I mean, it's only 5th pick in, but we got a couple of strong. We got a strong Dimir creature. A guy that's really good in Simic. But I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Cryptghast right here. This pack, I'm going to ignore the Hellraiser Goblin. I really like that guy though. I think Keyroot is the way to go, because it looks like I'm kind of shifting into a black-white deck. And it's still not too late to, you know, change my direction there. The Spy is the pick that I would make here. I don't really have any problems taking a 2/3 flyer that mills. I mean, he's a forecasting cost guy. 2/3 flyers get played for 4 all the time, so I will take him. And I can either take another 4-drop extort guy or a Hands of Binding here. I like the creature more than I like Hands of Binding, so we'll take him. I think the Ruffian, given that I'm heavy black now, I think the Ruffian's the way to go. And the Denizen is a guy that I'm happy to have here. Jellyfish, just because he's a defender, you may very well need to have a 1/4 that evolves in combat against some of the decks in the format. I'm going to take recovery here. It's a little bit slow, but if it starts to chain and I start to recover good creatures, then I think we're in a good place with it. It's not a card that I'm happy to have. I'm fine with it as a 23rd pick, but I don't want more than one. I'm going to take the land in hopes that someone else plays one of those 2 cards that I passed. There's no point in me taking any of those cards. Neither of them were going to get played, and the Bioshift may get played, but there was no point in taking either of those 2 cards. It may potentially weaken their deck, and I don't have to worry about having either of those in my sideboard. So, alright, we can have a second Crypt Ghast, which I think would be okay. We can have the Grizzly Spectacle, which I think is a really neat piece of removal. Mental Vapors is fine. If I have a lot of creatures I can, take advantage of the Cipher. I believe, though, I'm going to go with the Crypt Ghast, because mana's good. I'm not sold on white, and I'm not sold on blue, but the Guild Mage is a fairly good Guild Mage to have. I'm going to take that Guild Mage. I can't think of another card, because I'm not married to blue or white yet, so it is quite possible that I get a pretty sick amount of Orzhov in this pack, and then in the next pack I'm just, fighting for scraps again. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Guild Mage. I think he's the best card in the pack. And I think we're going to go ahead and hide the blue cards and just take a look at this as a black-white deck and see what we're looking at here. Undercity Informer would be fine, Devour Flesh would be fine, and Syndicate Enforcer would be fine. We just make sure he mills. Mortis Strider's not, we're not in blue anymore, so I've got so many 4-drops. I think we're going to go with the Undercity Informer. And this pack I want to take the Confessor, because we're hopefully going to have enough Extort guys to be able to pay enough life to actually look at their hand and take their best card out of it. Yeah, so I am fine with the Confessor here. Nothing that I would really play. Well, Arrows of Justice is a piece of removal, so we'll go ahead and take the arrows. Good old hybrid mana. I think it's finally time for me to move and take a Devour Flush. And here I think the best pick for me is the Gutter Skulk. He'll trigger my Extort, or he'll come down early and attack for 2. Dutiful Thrall is a good guy. I'd like one of the Persia Profanes, but I need more creatures right now than I need fancy discard spells, so I'll take the Thrall. A 1/1 regenerator is not really bad. He'll hold the ground and do work for me, I hope. I do need creatures. I may never trigger Battalion off this guy, but he will do in a pinch. And there's a Persia Profane that I want. I'm more happy to have this than I am to have Midnight Recovery in the main deck, if that makes any sense at all. I kind of miss passing up the Godless Shrine now. Oh well. We'll take another piece of removal here. Take a Fog so I don't have to worry about it. Let's hide green. I do like the way how the deck is shaping up. I think it's looking pretty good. But knowing my luck, I'll end up never seeing anything worth a crap and dying in round 1, so it is what it is, I reckon. Hydroform I'll take because it's I think it's a good card. I'm taking the islands and the forest. Yay, basic lands. Alright. I think the best card in the pack for me is Smog Elemental. I'd really like to cast Mind Grind. But I don't see me actually playing blue, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Smog Elemental. And here, I think we want another Extort guy, or the Night Watch. I would rather have the Extort creature here. I like having pacifism effects that actually help kill my opponent. So I'll take 1,000 lashes. Again, the Extort creature or the Executioner swing is the way that I want to go, but I would, again, rather have more creatures at this point, so I'm going to take the Knight of Obligation. Turn my TV down. You guys don't need to hear about some guy called him Melissa McCarthy gigantic, so yeah, I do like the look of this deck. I like the Guild Mage. I'd like to have more Extort guys. I'd like to see a Basilicus creature, but the chances of that happening are at this point probably few and far between. I'm really happy about the double Cryptghast. I think getting one of them online will free up my mana so much. We'll take another Spy. We're really heavy in 4-drops here. Some Dimir player is going to have double Whispering Madness, and that's going to make me sad. We'll go ahead and take the Shadow Slice here. And, oh, there's a Kingpin's Pet. This guy is fairly good, and he is going to go into my picked pile. Maybe. There's really nothing in this pack that I think is going to fit the deck. I mean, Gutter Skulk would put me at 17 creatures. I don't think I want to be at 17 creatures in this deck. I've got the recovery that I want. Gridlock's probably the most annoying thing. I could probably handle Basking Aquamoeba and Snapjaw, so I'm going to go ahead and take Gridlock, just so I don't have to play against it. I like the Denizen, so I'm going to take that guy. And I like the Tiger here. I don't think I'm going to play the Tiger. And I'm not sure if I want another flyer or another flyer. I like the Spy. It gives me a secondary win in case the game goes long via milling and they, you know, don't hit a land in the first couple of cards. I'll take Smite. It might come in as a sideboard card. Someone else can have that Sky Games, but it will not be me. I'm pretty happy with the draft. I think things went fairly well starting in Pack 2. They were a little questionable in Pack 1, but I just took what I thought were the best cards and went from there. We're going to take a look at the creatures that I want to play first. That puts us at 18 creatures. The squad's not bad. The Tiger, I don't really want to play. I think I've got enough life gain with my Extort guys. Let's take a look at the spells, the Fire Flushes, the Arrows, the Gift, and the Mantle, and the 1000 Lashes. I'd really like to make room for Persia Profane in here, but I think that's going to be better suited in the sideboard. Making them discard is fun. I do like it. But it's not going to be something that I think I'm going to be doing too much. I've got so many 4-drops in this deck, so the Midnight Recovery I may want to make room for, and that may be a mistake, but right now I'm just going to keep it. Oh, the Confessor, man, I missed that guy. I do want to play him. But what do I cut for him? I think the Slate Street Ruffian is the weakest card right now outside of him. So I'll cut him, put in the Confessor, and we'll go to add some land. Suggest. Oh no, I don't want no mountain. Man, I wish Moto could fix that. Like, the deck's clearly black-white, and even though with the hybrid red, is just no point in having it. Because, I mean, all I need is white mana to cast it. I'm fairly happy with this deck. I think it's fairly good. It looks like it's going to be consistent. It's got early removal to deal with Boros. It's got life gain and gift. It's got some good extort guys. It's got flyers. I'm happy with this. So I will go ahead and submit this and upload this video to YouTube and have some content for the week. And I'll be back with some gameplay coverage as we go on. Thanks for watching. Bye.